2 and 3. We'll give you the entire lineup in a moment, but on this Sunday we are underway. Glad to have you with us, I should say, at Chase Field. Max Scherzer working for the 10th time this year, a 3.38 ERA. As that one is sliced away from Eric Burns, it goes. Can he get there on the backhand? Fires it back in, too far to get it back in. A beautiful piece of hitting by Kelly Johnson right out of the gates. A double for Johnson, and the Braves are in business. The rest of the starting lineup behind Chipper Jones, you see Brian McCann, Garrett Anderson, and Casey Kotchman. Matt Diaz, and then down at the bottom, Jordan Schaefer and Chris Medlin. And Garrett on a bit of a roll, an 8-game hitting streak. Yunel Escobar. Lost him for about 6 games with some hit problems. Not enough to put him on the DL. Come out swinging. A slider, it's belted all the way to the wall. The Atlanta Braves lead the Diamondbacks. Bing, bang, boom, 1-0.
Not very often you've thrown 3 pitches and you look up, you're down 1-zip. 2 ropes. Kelly Johnson, Yunel Escobar, just a hanging slider. Bang! Crunched into the gap.
So that 11-inning victory yesterday for the Diamondbacks. The Braves come out making it clear that we're ready to fight today against a future ace of any team with his kind of stuff. Now maybe a bit shaken up as he bounces a fastball in there facing Chipper Jones. 303, 4 homers, 17 RBI.
Really a nice stab there by Chris Snyder to prevent a wild pitch. Maybe a little shell-shocked.
I would imagine. Chipper takes that one the other way. A long run. Eric Burns, he dives. That's a foul ball. Out to make the call, Jerry Crawford. He was on it. Nearly another double. As Burns laid all out for that one.
Oh, just foul. Jerry Crawford right on the money. I think Eric was about 5 feet away from that ball. Well, he's gassed already, I would imagine. He's had to go to the line on Kelly Johnson. He had to go into the gap on Yunel Escobar. Now that foul ball.
So 1-1 the count to Chipper.
He's gassed.
Good fastball call to strike. Angel Campos is behind home plate. Phil Cuzzy, Tom Hallion, Jerry Crawford on the base pads. Crawford is at third. Jones 2 for 8 in this series. Change up, ground ball, base hit, center field. Escobar comes on around. It's 2-0. He threw him a change up on 1 and 2, and Chipper, the key, did not try to do too much with it.
Just hangs up in the strike zone. Chipper Jones just trying to get him basically over, ends up getting him over and getting him in as Max Scherzer wasn't able to make the play.
So for Jones, 18 RBIs on the year. And here is McCann as that one is fired inside. And for Chipper, 1,392 in his career runs batted in. Want to know the count to Brian McCann. That one grabs the outside part of the plate. 1-1. Brian 3 for 9 in this series. And he has hit in 16 of his last 19. Had some blurred vision, some eye problems, a left eye infection. Since starting to hit with the glasses. And since coming off the DL, he's hitting 400 in those 19 games. He always could hit, though, Mark Gray. Since he has arrived, he has been a solid hitter, especially as a catcher.
He is definitely an offensive catcher, improving every year behind the plate, but this guy can hit.
Outside, 3-1 the count.
Max needs an out, something fierce.
Well, there's no doubt we're not used to seeing this from the right-hander. He has spoiled us a lot.
Gas. Goodness gracious, that was right by Brian McCann. And this is just no-nonsense baseball right here. Right past McCann. That might give him a shot of adrenaline. That always makes a pitcher feel good when you let go of a fastball 3-1, just throw it right by a good hitter.
When you know he's putting his best pass on it as well. He's looking to hit it hard.
Looking for it. He was looking for a fastball, got his fastball, and got it blown past him.
Three and two the count, 2-0. Braves lead it. Doubles by Johnson and Escobar, and then a single by Jones gets things going. Fastball, he walked him. So he has faced 4 Atlanta Braves, and none of them have put an out on that scoreboard. None of them. And so a quick visit from his pitching coach. Mel Stottlemyre Jr. will come on in.
I would imagine Mel, probably not much you can say other than, you know what? Let's go to plan B.
This is a guy that would love a strikeout, better set a ground ball here. 50 2/3 innings as you take a look at strikeouts per 9 by the Firestone leaderboard. He has struck out 53. In his career, he has 10 strikeouts per 9. We don't find ourselves right now at all being greedy for Max Scherzer, though. For his cause, he'll take any out. Jones now at second. And Garrett Anderson pops that one foul. Garrett in the middle of an 8-game hitting streak, 9 hits during that time, hitting .310. Funny thing for Garrett, though. Against left-handed pitching, hitting .344. Against righties, just over 200. And the veteran takes a change up. It sails out of there. 1-1 the count.
Every off-speed pitch that Max has thrown so far has been up in the zone. Just yet to get a feel for the arm slot. Needs to find it and needs to find it quickly. Can't fall behind it anymore.
Out front, ground ball. Reynolds to Drew. Scherzer covered. That is a double play. That's much better than a strikeout there.
Well, just such an athletic play by Max Scherzer. That's the toughest double play to turn right there. First base to shortstop. Now the moving target. Max does a good job of getting over and becoming the first baseman. He got over, set his feet, and even gave a little bit of a stretch. So instead of having to hit a moving target, Stephen Drew got to hit a still target there, and they were able to get the double play. Good job there by Max Scherzer. Max gets over quickly. Yep, I got the bag there. Make sure he shows Phil Cuzzy over there at first base. Well, that's a couple of rockets for strikes.
No, I think that confidence, it jackknifes up a bit when you get a play like that.
Outside corner fastball, now inside corner fastball to Casey Kotchman.
Had to score to win anyway. Can he keep it at 2-0? Good fast. I mean, he went 0-2 right down the heart. Just coming right after. It had that late life, didn't it?
Let's play baseball.
Watch a late jump on it. Wow. See if he throws him another fastball. Chipper got him with that changeup. He did. And he beat him with it. Beat him badly on 0-2. An ugly start, a pretty finish. 2-0 Atlanta. That sums it up out of the gates. 22-year-old right-hander Christopher Allen Medlin. Felipe Lopez back in the lineup yesterday, Augie Ojeda. And you go on down, you see Para, Reynolds, Stephen Drew, and Eric Burns had a nice game, has had a nice couple of weeks. Lineup brought to you by Southwest Airlines, and you see at the end Young, Snyder, and Scherzer. Out of Artesia, California, Santa Ana Community College in Southern California. 22 years old, Christopher Allen Medlin has had a tough indoctrination into the big leagues, but his minor league numbers, they speak very loudly. Very loudly. He goes right to work. 0-1 the count, Felipe Lopez. This is a young man pitching this year in AAA in Gwinnett. In 6 starts, 5-0, 1.21 ERA. He forced their hand. And the breaking ball dives down and in. Lopez 1 for 5 yesterday. Switch hitter, good to have him back in the starting lineup. And as far as mechanics go, Medlin, very simple with the way he attacks the plate.
Just dropping and driving. Just a good old-fashioned right-hander.
That one is low. A little bit of run to it as he spins off
sink
towards first.
He thought he might have got the kneecaps. Angel Campos says, nope, it was low.
3-1 the count. You saw that graphic, Artesia, California. That's in Southern California. He was a Braves 10th round pick in 2006. That's the way you start it if you want to bounce right back if you're the Diamondbacks. Let's take a look at how they work behind him defensively. So far, a few more ground ball outs than fly ball outs in the major leagues. In the outfield, it's Anderson, Schaefer, and Diaz. Jones, Escobar, Johnson, and Casey Kotchman at first. Brian McCann, one of those just about everyday kind of guys. As we take a look at the outfield of Anderson, Schaefer, and Diaz. The man in left field, Garrett Anderson, doesn't cover quite as much ground as he used to. He's never been a smash into the wall kind of player anyway. Nearly picked him off. Felipe getting off the bag, and a good quick move there by Medlin. Augie Ojeda, 260, a homer and 4 RBIs. On base percentage of .345 as he takes a strike there. Ojeda took one not during the game yesterday, Gracie, but before the game.
During batting practice.
It's interesting seeing Felipe communicate with Low Bundy there. He's asking him to keep an eye on what he's doing, huh?
Keep an eye on that glove. See where he's coming set.
That pitch runs away.
Sometimes pitchers will come set right at their chest. Sometimes some others come set at their belt. Others maybe in front of their face. Felipe Lopez trying to figure out where he's coming set. Right at the chest. Little change up there.
That's a good one. And you can get Augie off stride a bit, which is tougher to do. You know you've thrown a good one. Dropping velocity of about 10 miles an hour. Drafted out of high school in Southern California was Medlin by the Rays. Middle round pick, but opted to go on to junior college. Went to El Camino Junior College out in Southern Cal, and then we talked about it earlier, Santa Ana. We all know that where that is. Down in Orange County. That pitch is high, 2-2 the count. Throw a curve ball, and we've already seen that. A slider that he doesn't throw quite as much, and we've seen the changeup. Velocity from about 88 to 91.
Good pitch to run on here if you're Felipe Lopez. He missed with a breaking ball. Good take right there.
That was a tantalizing pitch, wasn't it?
Tough pitch. That's hard to lay off. It's definitely a ball, but it's just tough to lay off that curveball just at the bottom. Quality pitch. Let's see if Lopez is on the move. Medlin thinks so.
I've got a comparison for you, Gracie.
What do you got?
Scouts, when they have watched Medlin in the minor leagues and coming up through the collegiate ranks, longtime closer and all-star closer for the Royals, Jeff Montgomery, stuff
Oh,
wise.
wow.
There goes the runner. It swung right through. The throw down, nowhere close.
Ojeda chased ball 4. And Felipe wasn't trying to steal the base. He was just running, trying to stay out of the double play. And you're trusting that your hitter will not swing and miss. Ojeda chased the pitch way out of the zone. So instead of first and second, nobody out, you run that risk by getting strike 3 of cleaning the bases. Now there's 2 outs.
And Felipe still doesn't look like he's running at 100% with that hamstring.
You're just running right there to stay out of the double play, though. Instead,
yeah, good point.
Yeah, what A.J. Hinch was doing there, he was trusting that Augie Ojeda would be able to put the ball in play or take ball 4. Unfortunately, Augie chased ball 4, a pitch way up and out of the zone, and it's a double play.
1-1 the count. Medlin, when he first signed originally, was a guy that worked out of the bullpen. And his stuff was playing pretty well out of the bullpen, but not like the Braves had hoped, as that one sails high. Early in his professional career, a 4.70 ERA. And they moved him into the rotation. The numbers got a lot better, especially last year. 3.11 ERA as he moved into that starting role.
Good breaking ball there.
And he said, and I quote, "When I moved to the rotation, it helped me slow things down a bit. Being a starter makes me focus on throwing one pitch at a time and concentrate on hitting my spots." And he said, I started pitching off my fastball, as he throws a good one there.
He thought that was strike 3.
He said, I also started pitching off my fastball a lot more instead of trying to trick batters. Why not? It doesn't matter if your fastball is 88 or 98. That's got to be your primary pitch.
It's still the best pitch in baseball. Got another ball 4 chased.
So leadoff walk, then he settles right down. He had Ojeda chase up and out of the zone, and then Gerardo Parra, who should have been struck out a pitch before. And here in the desert, the team from the south is doing very good work. We know about all that sunshine, though. It rains down upon us during the summertime, which brings us to our APS rooftop solar cam, reminding you, if you're able, install solar panels on top of your home. Go green and take advantage of the sunshine this summer. And you will feel the positive effects when your bills come.
Oh, my goodness.
a hit out of that. A shattered maple bat. Max diving out of the way. Trying to get out of the way of that one and just died in front of Stephen Drew.
Where is Stephen? There he is. Just flat out beat it out. Stephen did about everything he could. Diaz hit the baseball, backed up, almost got knocked down, and was still able to beat it out.
Had to be a dramatic play to pull. I mean, dramatic for him to have to come that far and Diaz to have all that occur. As you say, and still beat it out.
And watch him stagger backwards. Now he's off to the races and beat it.
1-0 the count, Jordan Schaefer. Now that's a hit. That is a base hit.
That's a base hit.
You're feeling good about yourself at that point.
Get your clock cleaned like that and you get a base hit out of it? Heck yeah. You're loving life.
Good fastball, 2-1 the count to the youngster Schaefer. Jordan 2 for 9 in this series and on the road trip for Atlanta, which has taken them to San Francisco and to Arizona, just 4 for 20. He's the busiest of all National League rookies, though, leading all NL rookies in games and at bats and walks as well. But that leads you to believe, all those games played in at bats, that Bobby Cox is just going to allow him to work his way into where they think he can be. A little number, another tough chance. Snyder did a great job on that. You young catchers out there, jam that ball into the dirt of the grass. That will allow you to get your hands on it. Don't try and sweep at it. Jam it down. Watch Snyder do just that.
And use your bare hand. Don't use your glove or your mitt if you're a catcher. Use your bare hand. Jam it down into the ground, as Darren said, and make the play.
And a nice job there by Chris Snyder. So 1 out. Runner in scoring position now for Medlin, who, by the way, is a switch hitter, Mark Graves.
Athlete, huh?
Uh-huh. I'd pass that along. 0 for 3 thus far in his big league at bats.
He looks hitterish.
Let's see.
Gas.
He does look a little bit hitterish, though.
Yeah.
That one was blown by him.
Just his setup. Young looking. He's going to have to turn it up a notch, though, to catch up with the Scherzer fastball. No strikeouts yet for Max the first time through. Gas again.
Last year in the minor leagues, he was the best hitting Braves pitcher. He hit .308 last year, had a couple of doubles, a triple, a homer, and 5 RBIs when hitting in the minor leagues. So that's why he looks hitterish. He can hit a little bit. The 1-2. Not that time.
Yep.
Our Arrowhead Brown & Brown and Superstition Spring Chevy dealers, power Chevy dealers, key to the game. And Mark Grace, you talked about this a bit before the game.
Well, I'm going to steal it from 2 Hall of Famers come to mind. One is our very own Joe Garagiola, and also the late great Willie Stargell. Play ball. They don't say work ball, they say play ball, which means you should go out and have fun today. Go out and have fun, play ball. Don't make it a job, don't make it a chore. Play, make it a game. Sunday, let's go play, right?
That's what everybody else is doing that's not in the big leagues. That's what all the kids are doing and around the block.
Yeah.
Guys and gals getting out playing catch.
Play,
Gracie,
have
that's
fun.
what you're talking about.
Yeah. Enjoy your teammates. Enjoy each other. Enjoy that rascal. That's big league hat right there.
Back to the screen. That's a good-looking Braves lid. I like that one with the state of Georgia there, and then the logo on it that youngster's wearing. That's a little ball player. Has his glove on. Yep, that's what Gracie's talking about.
Play ball, not work ball.
Fly ball, Kelly Johnson. And Eric Burns is there. It's the play for the out. Park. Don't forget tomorrow and all next week, come out to the Tempe Marketplace and be part of our live audience for the Quest Diamondbacks live postgame show while we are on the road in LA and San Diego, broadcasting live from the main stage. Back to action, and here we go. As the first pitch to Mark Reynolds sails high. 1-0 the count. Boy, Mark, a couple of quality at-bats, and the quality at-bats continue. You know, skipper A.J. Hinch was talking before the game how Mark is a fine example of a guy who is rewarded for making small adjustments. Put a good pass on the baseball. Don't overswing. But Mark is strong enough, like Justin, that even a good pass on the baseball, Gracie, is usually extra base hits.
Head straight down, stiff front leg, and just rifle it right back up the box. And exactly. He's not overswinging. He's not trying. I think he's starting to realize he doesn't have to swing hard to hit home runs. He can just put a good, firm swing on it, good, crisp swing, and it'll leave the ballpark to any part of the ballpark. Look how short and quick this is. That's nice. A lot to like about that.
Yeah, AJ was beaming with pride this morning when speaking of that, only in the sense that shorter strokes, he was saying, putting shorter strokes on the baseball. Situational hitting calls for that sometimes. Mm-hmm. But Mark learning from that during the situational hitting, and he's hitting doubles. I mean, he has a ton of doubles, including the key double to lead off the 11th inning last night.
Mark Reynolds may have jammed a finger or something into the bag. Let's hope he's all right. Diamondbacks have had enough injuries. Don't need any more.
Stephen Drew, fly ball, well struck, right field, dash out the track. And the play is made. So Drew is erased.
He got a hanging change up there and just missed it.
Left fielder number 22, Eric Burns.
Stays on it nicely. Look at this pitch. I mean, that just hangs right up there belt high. He put the swing on it he wanted, just got it off the end.
So now Eric Burns, yesterday's hero, against Jeff Bennett, throwing that power sinker. Eric was saying before the game this morning, and I just told myself, you try to lift the ball, you may be in big trouble. He said, anyway, I've been popping up too much as it is. Hit it hard on the ground and hopefully find a hole. Well, that's exactly what he did. He hit it on the ground.
And on a drawn-in infield, you don't have to hit it all that hard.
Well, he was the first to admit that one was not hit hard. He wanted to, but didn't.
That's the difference between striking out and putting something in play. You put something in play, you have a chance. If you strike out, well, you're counting on the next guy. There it is, just a pitch running in on him. That's all it takes. First guy out there, Ryan Roberts. Well, he's been fun to watch.
Nice job blocking that one up behind home plate, Brian McCann. He's been fun to watch, and it's fun to watch him watch as well. In other words, when he plays, it's fun, but he also is the top step, banging the rail kind of guy. When things are going well or poorly, he gets frustrated.
Play ball. That's what he does. That's a ball player right there. That's a guy that cares. Cares not only about himself, he cares about his teammates. And wants good things for his teammates.
Atlanta leads it 2-0. 1-2 the count, with one out on Eric Burns. Eric, in his last 17 games, has 20 hits. Well, that translates into a .313 clip during that time. 6 doubles. As that changeup has him way out front. And he got it. Speaking of Ryan Roberts yesterday, this is the emotion you're talking about.
Center fielder number 24.
Not showing anybody up.
Passionate.
Yeah, that was a big hit. That broke up a shutout. That was the first run that Javier Vasquez gave up, and that was in the 7th inning. He would come around to score eventually on this man's base hit, Chris Young. That was much needed for Chris yesterday.
Yeah, how nice for him to hop off the bench and come through like he was able to do. 0-1 the count to Chris. Pinch hit RBI yesterday. How good was Javier Vasquez?
Terrific. Doug Davis and him were both terrific yesterday. Doug gave up a couple in the 3rd inning, and he settled down and threw the ball very well the rest of the game. And Javi Vasquez, 6 shutout and then gave up a couple in the 7th. Ryan Roberts and Chris Young were the ones that hurt him. Oh, fastball right down the middle and right by him.
Yeah, the line on Vasquez yesterday speaks for itself. Well, that is twice he has manhandled the Diamondbacks. First time he had pitched in this ballpark since pitching for the Diamondbacks. That's what Doug currently does. Doug, a no decision. He gave up just 2, struck out 6 in 7 innings. But a team win, and that's all that matters. 1-2 the count to Chris Young. Well, so far, assessing Medlin and watching him, very workmanlike. I mean, there's no pitch that is a plus pitch, but around the strike zone a lot.
I would say it looks to me like his fastball, even though it's not lighting up the radar gun like Max Scherzer, it's got some late life to it.
Okay.
It's got some. It's got enough to get past you. It's got a second gear.
Pop foul up and over our heads, and it ricochets down below where it's a souvenir. The other thing, Gracie, his changeups have all been at the knees and below. His breaking balls have been at the knees and below. You do that along with the late life fastball, you'll be just fine.
Looks like he's got some polish to him. He can elevate the fastball when he wants to. He got a couple strikeouts on elevated fastballs. That's right down the middle and popped up. And a nice catch right there by the man in white.
How about that?
Brought his glove and made the grab.
This was yesterday, the RBI, the game tying RBI.
That was a 3-2 breaking ball from Vasquez. That was a big hit. That tied the ball game. Let's see if he can carry some momentum into this afternoon.
See if maybe he'll see a breaking ball here. Nope. I don't know why you would. I mean, with McCann, seeing Medlin just beat him with his fastballs. Where Chris Young wants to be, he's not there yet, is a guy that you almost do a favor to if you leave a breaking ball anywhere out over the plate. Two for 5 in this series with the double and the RBI. Another fastball, and it's popped up. Boy, that one had a lot of late life to it. Good stuff. That's a souvenir.
Watch this pitch. Cam wants it away. He throws it up and in. Diamondbacks certainly making him work here. Pitch number 22 of this inning. Almost. He got pretty quick feet.
He does have a good move.
Feet. It looks to me like he likes to come over before he comes set. He hasn't thrown over yet once he comes set. Change up, strike 3.
Gave him an awful lot of fastballs to look at. Couldn't do anything with them. Then a changeup strikes him out. Baseball brought to you by the top 3 power Chevy dealers in the Valley: Arrowhead, Brown & Brown, and Superstition Springs, Enbach. Triple hops brewed, Miller Lite. Great taste, less filling. Here, let's take a look at our Ride Now Power Sports Pool Camp. Our good partners, and certainly great partners this year as they take it to the next level. Partnering up to take care of the pool out there, one of the great destinations in all of baseball. Ride Now Power Sports. Line drive heading to the corner. That one goes. It's down. It's a fair ball. And it is a 2-bagger, a double for Escobar. So Escobar's second double of the ball game. Jody Jackson is standing by. Jody, where are you?
I am out here in section 116, and guys, as you know, today is Kidcaster, presented by Sanderson Ford. I'm here with the Tracy family, Chip and Debbie, parents of Josh and Vanessa. Vanessa is our Kidcaster. And Vanessa, first of all, I know you're a huge Diamondbacks fan. How long have you been coming to games?
I've been coming to games since about like 2000. We've had season tickets for 5 years, so I really enjoy coming.
I know that you've only missed 5 games this year, and go ahead and stand up for me, Vanessa. We're just trying to get on camera here a little bit. Now, Vanessa, your opportunity today is go up in the booth and call a little bit of the game with Darren Sutton and Mark Grace. Why did you want to be a kidcaster? Because part of the process is you write an essay. So tell us a little bit why.
I wanted to be a kidcaster because I've always liked baseball, and I've been going to a lot of games, and Sutton and Gracie seem like really cool people, and it's a cool chance to just go hang out with them, have some fun.
Yeah, very good. Compliments never hurt, right, guys? And then finally, I know you had a very cool moment here last August, and you wrote about that as well. Tell me what happened.
In the bottom of the 8th inning on August 23rd, I caught Miguel Montero's home run on the fly in our season tickets in left field. And, yeah, that was pretty amazing.
She's an athlete, guys. No question about it. She'll be joining you guys in the booth in just a little bit.
Well, thank you very much. Looking forward to that. A very busy day, no doubt about it, that we have with our kidcaster. Chipper Jones rolls that one foul. And also in the next half inning, 3-time Super Bowl champ and long-time NFL star Mark Schlereth will join us. But we won't be talking any football. He is a proud papa. His son.
No, we're going to talk a little football.
All right, I figured you would. I know what a. Are you going to get the lowdown on your Cardinals?
Going to get the lowdown again.
Chipper drives it deep left field. Eric Burns going back to the wall, and it's gone. What a beautiful piece of hitting for Chipper Jones as he trots around the diamond. His second hit of the ball game. This one, though, drives in a pair for Jones, his 5th home run of the year. He told us in Atlanta he loves facing young pitchers who, and I quote, are proud of their fastball. Because that's all he looks for.
He's made an awful good living off of proud young pitchers. Tries to go in, goes right back out over the plate. Chipper Jones crushes a mistake there by Max Scherzer, way out of here to left center field. That'll make the Brave fans happy, and that'll make Max Scherzer, well, that says it all.
Continuing to separate himself from Eddie Matthews, the most runs batted in Atlanta Braves, or I should say Braves history, their rich tradition. Hank Aaron will never be caught, with all due respect to Chipper Jones, but boy, is that exclusive company there. Dale Murphy and Andrew Jones. Career home run number 413. Hall of Famer Mark Grace?
No question. Without a doubt, he's a Hall of Famer. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Max struggling a little bit.
As he walks.
Left fielder Garrett Anderson.
Let's do it now.
Okay. What are we going to do?
Well, you're going to get the chance to talk about football. I'm going to get a chance to talk about a young, talented left-hander, Mark Schlereth. It's an honor to have you up here, my
Thank
friend.
you. I noticed you give me a chair that's a little lower than yours,
Well, of
right?
course.
So you feel, I mean, that's the way you do it.
And
right?
I
You
raised
get on
mine
top.
up taller.
Right, exactly. That's all right. I'm okay with that.
That's an experienced analyst
That's
speaking
exactly
right there.
He knows your tricks.
Yeah.
How proud were you the other night? Look, we were able to document it with the pictures.
Right.
You know how that part of the job goes. We saw from up here. Tell us your perspective.
Well, for me, you know what? It was one of the proudest moments of my life, of my career. I've been blessed to be on some great teams. Been on 3 world championship teams, got the rings. I tell you what, that experience pales in comparison to watching my son trot out of that bullpen in the 6th inning the other night and throw. I mean, it wasn't even close to watching that happen. And for our family, and you guys know this being baseball guys, this is such a family affair. You know, my girls are baseball junkies. My wife, I was kidding with my wife today, I'm going to have to get a second job just to support my baseball habit. As much traveling around as I do, watching him play and watching the boy. And we just couldn't be happier and prouder. And, you know, the one thing about people in general is they see the end result.
Right.
They see him come up to the majors. But they aren't there for the journey. They don't see. It's perception versus reality. And the reality of it is, you know, he's been hurt. He's been injured. I watched him tear up his elbow in front of 20 scouts in high school to where he couldn't be drafted. I've watched all these things happen for him. So to see it come to fruition all the way around, what an unbelievable opportunity as a parent.
This is some of the pictures from the other night when he worked in his inning. He got here quick. I mean, I know you guys talk. I played pro ball for a while, had to lean on my father for his experiences, no doubt about it. But did you guys think collectively as you talked about it that it would happen this quickly?
Well, yeah, you know what?
That's a great shot.
And there's my youngest daughter Avery there by my side. Yeah, I thought that he would be up fairly quickly. You know, he'll battle. I mean, that's one thing. I've been hard on him. He is as tough a nut as there is. I guarantee you that. Now, the fans are going to have to be careful a little bit because he will put some people on base. Yeah, he will walk a few guys, all right? He's effectively wild. But I guarantee you he will battle. I've never questioned his toughness. He's as tough as they come because I demanded it. And I was at times a jerk. But he made that call to me Thursday night. You'll appreciate this, Grace. We're both on the phone bawling. And he says to me, he said, Dad, I know I don't say it enough, but thank you so much. And then he said, thanks for whipping my butt all those years. Thanks for keeping me honest, And so, I mean, I'll take that to my grave with me. I was an emotional wreck for the last couple of days. So it was a wonderful, wonderful moment for our family.
As a former football player, did you see him being a football player, or when he was a kid, was he an all-around athlete? What was he?
He was a great football player, and he had scholarships to go play football. But ultimately, we sat down in high school, and I said to him, "Son, you're 5'11", you're 195 pounds, and you're left-handed, and you throw in the 90s." I said, ultimately, the NFL. I'm sorry to kind of burst your bubble, but they're not looking for 5'11" lefty quarterbacks. But you probably make a good living if you aspire to be a professional athlete. You probably could make a pretty good living doing it here on the diamond. And so that's the decision that we kind of came to as a group, as a unit, because he loves football. Most baseball players do. Most baseball players are huge football junkies, are huge fantasy football junkies. I'm in there with you, Gracie. I love the fantasy football. Although I have called a few guys on my roster occasionally that I know. I have the cell numbers up, and I've threatened. If you don't start producing, I will bench you this week. I promise you that.
I love that.
You never want to get taken off of Mark's roster.
Exactly.
Okay, I gotta ask you a Cardinal question. I'm a season ticket holder out there in Glendale. Did they surprise you as much as they surprised me?
Absolutely. It's one of those things, and we've seen it. We saw it with the Rockies in 2007 in Denver. You catch fire at the end of the season, and everything comes together, and you start playing for one another as opposed to playing for yourself, and special things can happen. And that's what I saw with the Arizona Cardinals at the end of last season, going through the playoffs. They really started believing in one another and playing for one another, and it just all came together, kind of this perfect storm. And they were absolutely amazing. It was a great ride for me. And one of the guys that I love, who I consider a friend, Kurt Warner, a guy that has taken a beating in the media at times, from myself included, when he wasn't playing very well after he left St. Louis, never had a disparaging word, never ever complained about it. He just did his job. He bought his time, and the next thing you know, he's the starter again. And I really appreciate a guy that will take responsibility for his actions. Sure. And I just absolutely love to see him basically come back to where he was when most of us thought that his better days were behind him. So I really respect that about Kurt Warner.
One of my favorite moments coming in this morning, Mark, was to see Daniel with a suitcase out front. Now, you know how it goes when you travel all the time. You usually have your bag up in the lobby and they take it out for you. Well, he's kind of piecing his life together right now. As you know, he got the call after the game. Was not planning on at all going to the big leagues this quickly. So he showed me golf shirts that he had packed and some different stuff in the suitcase. But he said, hey, Dad and I went out and got a pair of slacks and a dress shirt for the flight. Well, and made sure he was going to dress sharp for the flight.
Key word you just said there, flight.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's getting on an airplane.
Yes.
Yeah. He's not getting on a bus.
Yeah, and right now I have his car keys in my pocket because guess who gets to go to Mobile and grab his truck for him? Dad. Hey, Dad, good old buddy. Here's my truck keys. It's 106 with 99% humidity in Mobile, Alabama. Go grab my stuff and bring it here for me.
Yeah, can you hook me up,
Hey,
Pops?
thanks, son. I appreciate it. And he didn't give me any cash for gas either.
That ain't happening.
No, exactly. It's all on me.
That's great. Well, did you buy the slacks and shirts? Did you treat him?
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Hey, listen, man. You know what? Don't act just because they make it. And now you got younger kids, right?
Yes.
All right. It doesn't matter. You're always dad.
No,
you're always dad. You know, you're always deep pockets. Deep pockets dad will take care of it.
He gives me a hard time when we go to Southern
he's got
California.
Deep pockets and short arms. That's the
We're
problem.
on our way out to Southern California. My mom lives out there and is
Right.
remarried now, and we're out there, and she always buys me one suit every time we go, and he gives me the business about it, boy. But
Well,
she wants to do it, right?
Right, yeah, you don't
I'm
want
a big league
there you
announcer.
go.
I can't turn down a suit, though. So I know exactly what you're talking
Right, do you
about.
at least you get her flowers, right? Every
Yes.
time you go out there? Okay,
Absolutely. Got
good.
the Mother's Day wine usually. Bring the wine
I
on.
was going to say that's
For her to put up with me?
Yeah.
flowers die. Wine's good.
Yeah.
Wow. So the drive across the country, huh?
Yeah, that's going to be fun for me. Mobile.
Holy
Pack
mackerel.
up all his garbage and
Well, he said
bring
he
it
left
on out.
everything behind. He said he brought hardly anything.
You'll get to know I-10
he
very well.
Well, he got the call up at Mobile is Central Time, so it was like 10, 11 o'clock Central Time. He was on a 7 a.m. flight. He said he didn't sleep. He went packed a bunch of stuff up, but he's on the third. The other thing is, with my bad knees, he's on the third floor, too, of course, so I'm going to have to pack it all downstairs myself.
Nice. Hey, congratulations.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it,
Coming up.
man.
That was
All right,
fabulous stuff. Mark Schlereth joining us. I'm sure here in a bit we'll see his son Daniel working in the game. Diamondbacks, the 10th inning returns on Sunday. We'll look at a ticket scholarship program that has helped loyal fans during these tough economic times. Up close and personal with bullpen coach Glenn Sherlock, who will meet a fan who owns the most famous base in D-backs history. It's presented by Quest, and it airs Sunday at 4 and at 10, only on Fox Sports Arizona. There is Glenn Sherlock.
Good man.
A very good man. And
look who he's with.
The bullpen coach, and sitting right next to Daniel Schlereth. Well, I tell you, it's a pretty good analyst we had sitting there.
I'm telling you, wind him up and let him go. That was beautiful.
He was ready to go. That was neat, though. That's, you know what that is, though? That's not the analyst in him coming out. That's the dad coming out.
Absolutely. That was great stuff.
Chris Snyder lines it to left field. Up and over. Oh, he got it. Garrett Anderson runs it down. As I said earlier, his entire career, he's not the sliding, smashing into wall type outfielder, but more often than not, he'll make plays like this.
Number 39, Max Scherzer.
That ball was hit very hard. Just couldn't quite get it over the 6'5" Garrett Anderson.
Early in his career, Gracie, perception-wise, I think fans didn't give him the chance they should have because he played outfield next to Darren Erstad. And Darren Erstad, a young Darren Erstad, couldn't have been more different in his approach. Look, Garrett's 6'5". You know, a long, striding 6'5". Garrett is very different than Erstad, who, smaller guy, a football mentality. And a body that was built, Erstad's, to smash into walls, though a body that has broken down a lot more late in his career. Perception-wise, it was tough initially on Garrett.
A lot of guys, they just don't look like their gait, their gallop. Sometimes it just looks like they're not running very fast or not trying very hard, but they're still moving faster than most people. He's just got his gait is one more like an amble.
Yes.
It's not max effort, it's just smooth.
2-2 the count. Maybe Devon White, an Angel, another Angel.
Mind, sure.
Long gazelle-like strides, played here, played for the Angels, as Scherzer goes down on strikes. All right, Gracie.
This has the makings of Charlie Morton.
Come on now, gotta get it going.
Boy, I like when he started getting a little fired up, Darren.
Not liking this so far.
Nope, not liking it at all.
Here's Felipe Lopez. Walked back in the first inning. Strike him out, throw him out. He was gunned down. But the one thing we talked about earlier with Medlin, and he deserves credit for it, is his polish. Everything is down low. If it's up, it's on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can miss there all day long with changeups. 1-1 the count. He takes a walk around the mound. In his career in the minor leagues, 102 games, 23 starts, 15-9 with a 2.42 minor league career ERA.
Another change up. Missed again with it.
The other part of the story is in his minor league career, 10.4 strikeouts per 9 innings of work. So along the way, he was doing something right.
Pretty fastball there, knee-high outside corner.
The 2-2. Changeup broke his bat. There to make the play is Kelly Johnson. 6 in a row sat down. All right, on this Sunday, you kids that are watching, it's time to learn. Let's go into the gunfighter position. D-back to basics. You'll see. Park. Thank camp guy Jeff Roden for teaching, well, the unteachable and coaching the uncoachable. But that is for all you kids out there, and it's something we do every Sunday. We just shot a bunch of new ones. So not only will you be learning from Jeff, but from the likes of Matt Williams, Mark Grace, Ken Digger Phelps, Tom Candiotti. They'll be doing the teaching here in the coming weeks and months. 2-0 the count to Chris Medlin. Medlin struck out back in the second inning, as Gracie, I think, astutely pointed out. Looked like he could handle himself pretty well in the batter's box. But handling yourself and handling Max Scherzer, two different things. Now, Chipper Jones handled Max Scherzer.
Yeah, Chipper Jones got a mistake and beat it a long way to left field. Nice pitch there at the kneecaps from Scherzer. They need Max to get it a little bit figured out. They need at least 3 more innings out of him. That bullpen's still having a tough time out there getting rested. Gas.
Well, that'll do it. And here is Mark Grace, our Aflac trivia question. I'm told you won't like this one as much. You probably won't like it.
There's a good chance I won't.
Well, that's what I've been told in advance. On this date in 1965, for the first time in history, an all-switch hitting infield starts for the Dodgers. Name them.
65. Okay.
First
Ron
base.
Say, Bill Russell, Steve Garvey, and Davey Lopes.
Down the line it goes, and Johnson on the move. And that is a double. Second double for Kelly Johnson. I'm trying to think how far back we can go. That's a good question.
Well, I know one of them. Well, that's just a pretty piece of hitting there from Kelly Johnson. I'm a fan of Kelly Johnson. Yeah, he's hitting 255. I just think he's a better hitter than a 255 hitter. I like the way he approaches. One of them's got to be Jim Gilliam.
Hello?
Must mean I'm right.
Escobar belts it into the corner. A little bit out front. I mean, that couldn't have gotten out any quicker. Goodness.
So Junior Gilliam won it. How about Wes Parker?
Good guess.
Boy, he could pick it, couldn't he? He was one of the best defensive first basemen ever. Let's see. Shortstop would have to be, well,
Maury Wills.
Maury Wills. And the third baseman's escaping me. Third baseman is escaping me. I'm going to say Casey Blake.
John Kennedy.
Like John F. Kennedy?
No, there was a John Kennedy that played for the Dodgers in the 65 season. So I'd take a shot at it. Tommy Davis.
Tommy Davis was an outfielder. Whoa. Have a swing, young man. And right on his wallet he goes.
I think they're buzzing my guess and the swing.
Change up. Down goes Escobar. You know who I'll bet you it is? Remember, was Jim Lefevre on those teams?
Oh, Jim Lefevre.
My former manager.
Boy, our bad, by the way, on that question.
What a hitting coach he is.
Woo.
Good to see. Karen went to the Dodger Media Guide. Yep, that's it. Once again, I'm disgusted with him.
Be off to L.A. tomorrow to go to what they dub out there now Dodger Town. For me, that's Vero Beach.
Manny Wood.
Right, absolutely. Good to see Juan Pierre on the cover.
What we got there?
I'm not quite sure.
We got an ape to a robot. Is that evolution these days, I guess?
I guess so. I don't like that shirt. Not a fan. Fouled back.
Nothing big leg about it.
Two and two, the count.
Poor guy.
Disturbing, like Miguel's song. I got Gracie with that one. The robot throws me off there. Very scary. Two and two, the count. Boy, he Blew him away, fastball in.
And he's reared back and threw it on the inside corner and right by Escobar. That's a big strikeout.
This is the upcoming series. Pitching in a big ballpark might not be too bad for Billy Buckner and John Garland as well. Hiroki Kuroda, Randy Wolf, and Chad Billingsley.
We've got a situation here where Chipper Jones is a hitter with a base open, and I'm not going to let him beat me. I wouldn't be pitching to Chipper Jones here.
I don't think they will. We will watch. Remember, Chipper took a fastball on the outside part of the plate, hit it out back in the third inning.
All due respect to Brian McCann, he's a terrific player. But this guy's just done it too many times over the years. And that's what I'm talking about.
Boy, did he ever let Max generate all the power. Changeup. He did go after him. And it gets into right field. The throw, the rocket throw from Parra is not in time. So he threw him a changeup. It got past Felipe Lopez, who got at least knocked this ball down, you hope.
Looks like it took a in-between hop on him. He just wasn't able to get it, and that's that fifth run. And you mess with Chipper Jones, you get beat.
There you go. No matter how it occurs, they pitched to him. They went after him with a base open.
4 RBIs on the day for Chipper Jones. 3 for 3.
I tell you, Worth maybe getting dirty there to save a run. 5-0 the score.
Well, I'm not sure if that was really a diveable ball, Darren.
Really?
Yeah, well, I think if you dive there, you're going to over-dive it. I just think it was one of those where the play was just to reach down with the forehand. And I think he just misjudged the short hop here. He's there. I think he just misjudged the short hop. If you dive there, I think you're going to over-dive it, don't you?
Good point. Good point.
You know, it's a play that Felipe Lopez will probably tell you, yeah, I should have made that play. But I think it's tough to give it an error.
Oh, no, I agree with that. It could not be. So Chipper has 3 hits. He's got 4 RBIs. Well, what's happened to this ball game, folks? This is one of those.
Kind of got a pretty good case of bleh.
Yeah, it does for the Diamondbacks. Really does.
Diamondbacks have got 1 hit through 3 innings against a rookie that came in with a 9 ERA. And Max Scherzer getting hit hard.
Talking about Chipper Jones, and they went to Chipper Jones. They pitched to him. A.J. Hinch talking about Chipper just the other day, how you know when he hits.
A switch hitter with power, and certainly what he's accomplished in his career, you always know where he is and when his situation is going to come up. I mean, it's you see him swinging the bat well, you see him swinging the bat not well, and you wonder, you think that the next time might be the time where it clicks back in for him. So he doesn't have many holes, and he's battled some injuries along the way. He's battling one right now, but when he's in the batter's box, he does get your attention.
And then some.
But yet they opted to attack him. I mean, I know it was a changeup.
But even in that situation, yeah, I'm just not going to let a Hall of Famer beat me. Now, all due respect to Brian McCann, but I'm gonna make Brian McCann beat me before Chipper Jones does. Especially with the recent history, Chipper Jones was 2 for 2 with a home run today off Max Scherzer.
1-0 the count. That one killed. Garrett Anderson, deep right field. A 3-run homer. It's 8-0 Atlanta. So Garrett will touch them all. That is his first home run here this season. He squared a baseball up yesterday that did not get out. This was a no-doubter.
That one yesterday wasn't squared up like this one. Goodness gracious, was that ball blistered on a line way out of here. Fastball right down Broadway, and Garrett Anderson tattoos it into right center field.
Derek Lowe. That's a great reaction.
Finally got in the Cadillac. That has to be his first National League home run, isn't it?
Yes. One and two, the count to Casey Kochman. 8-0, the Braves lead it. And for Garrett Anderson, career home run number 273. Breaking ball, and down goes Kochman. Overthrew that one, angrily threw that one.
Well, it was a breaking ball, so there wasn't any shenanigans.
No shenanigans.
Kochman's still down. He's going to be attended to. Like I said, it was an off-speed pitch. It must have got him, it looks like, in the calf. Wonder if it maybe got some bone. Right above the ankle. That got him pretty solid.
Six pitches for Max Scherzer. And it was a clear shot, as you said, to the bone, no doubt about it. Put some weight on it.
He's not looking too good, is he?
Well, I don't think Bobby's giving him a choice. Even if no, he's not looking good at all.
Now you really got to hope he's all right.
Yeah, that's too bad.
He's a good kid. It was a slider. Like I said, you just hope something didn't maybe get chipped in there or something.
AJ Hinch is going to make a move as well. A surprisingly tough day for Max Scherzer. It is all Atlanta steamrolling the D-backs 8-0. 5 earned runs to the Philadelphia Phillies today. Well, that's a different story. 8 runs allowed, far and away a career high for Max. And prior to that, the highest, as we mentioned, was 5. So Esperling Vasquez goes to work. Martin Prado is now at first base as he takes over for Casey Kochman. As soon as we find out, we'll give you word. Let's just hope he's all right. And that one sails away. One and 0 the count to Diaz. 8 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Braves. For the Diamondbacks, no runs on 1 hit and no errors. One and 0 the count to Matt. Base hit, right field. They're going to stop the runner as that one to the cutoff man, Mark Reynolds. So Diaz with his second hit of the game. The Atlanta Braves now have 11 hits. It's the 4th inning.
They're just clobbering the baseball today.
Diaz, by the way, 2 for 3. Garrett all smiles. Diaz 2 for 3 in this game. He was 1 for 9 on the road trip.
3 pretty good hitters there. McCann, Chipper Jones, Garrett Anderson, all having good days. McCann's walked 3 times. Home runs apiece from Anderson and Jones.
Hey.
0-1 the count.
Change up there. Swung on and missed by Schaefer.
The New York Mets beat Philadelphia 3-2, or I should say Florida 3-2. Philadelphia beat Washington 4-2. It's Philly with a lead of 1/2 game over New York, and right now 4.5 over Atlanta. Over the top of that one, the Braves, you have to figure, will be in this race all year long, especially if they
got pitching.
They start hitting to go along with their pitching, and they get a guy like Garrett to do that a few more times. Oh, you know you love it, Derek. You can't hit like him. I gotta get. It's been a while. How you feeling? Gotta get stretched out. I love that.
Oh, the the drawbacks of having your team score 4.
Yeah, there are none. I mean, that's the extent of it right there.
Okay, here we go.
Augie Ojeda takes what you would expect now from this pitcher, who to us we have seen very deliberate, commanding the baseball where he wants, not spectacular but dependable. Now he gets 8 runs, and you would expect him to crush the strike zone now. Change up, ground ball, it's a foul ball. By the way, if a D-back hits a home run and it hits the Gila River Casino's hit and win sign here in this inning, a lucky fan watching will win the jackpot of $310,000. Jackpot grows by $10,000 every time. Visit dbacks.com/hit and win. Jolene Jackson playing for $310,000. So good luck. Nearly got the inside corner. Got a lot of reads for you coming up, Mark Grace.
Not going to do them.
Yep. They're going to be a lot of fun. They're really cool.
Roof's closed.
The roof is closed. Fly ball, right field. Like, here's an example. You can join the Diamondbacks and Arizona Milk Producers for a free post-game concert with Lifehouse.
That's awesome.
Oh, it is. The post-game concert is on June 13th and will follow the D-backs Astros game. Get tickets today by calling 602-514-8400 or visit dbacks.com/concert. Lifehouse coming in concert. It's just one of the many announcements I have for you this inning, as that one dives down and in. Want to know the count. Gracie might even make an announcement at some point.
I can't wait. I think you've been rather selfish this year when it comes to the...
Slash to left field, and Parra is erased. If you want to dress like Gerardo Parra, I mean have that good-looking jersey, really follow your team in style, well, you can browse from the largest selection of authentic team gear, official hats, T-shirts, and jerseys, collectibles, all sorts of good stuff. I mean, Mark Schlereth had that good-looking D-backs hat on. But what you do is you get gear straight from the source. Visit dbacks.com/shop. Just another announcement I'm honored to make to you this inning.
Strike. Mark Reynolds, the only Diamondback batter with a base hit. 2 outs here in the 4th inning. He singled his first time up. He was left stranded, and he's sent an 0-2 hole really quickly.
Oh, and 2 the count. I likes Mark. Thinks he can play. High, 1-2. Eight to nothing, Atlanta leads it. 2 for 5 with those 2 doubles yesterday for Mark.
Gas. How we looking?
The beat just goes on for Mr. Medley. He's looking good. Good one. I was told you wouldn't like it initially, but boy, did you, and you nailed it. The all switch hitting infield for the Dodgers in 1965 on this date. A lot of great names. Wes Parker, the Fever, Wills, as you saw, a nice play being made by Esmerling Vasquez. And Medlin is erased, and Junior Gilliam, Jim Gilliam, at third base. Wes Parker, you remember when he was on the Brady Bunch?
Oh, man. Helped Greg out, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Mike Brady knew a lot of famous people. Joe Namath.
He did.
Wes Parker. Don Drysdale was on there as well.
I thought about Don Drysdale as well. Davy Jones, the singer.
That's right. Marcia.
Oh, she was smitten.
Davy Jones.
Smitten.
I was kind of smitten with Marcia.
I could agree with that. No doubt about that. The 1-0. 1-1 the count. You're just fine. I know those hands. Matt Dias says, now wait a minute. When that happened to me, I got a hit, pal. You got jammed, and now your hand hurts. My bat broke, and I got a hit. Breaking ball. Boy, did he stay back nicely. Slices into the left center field. What a piece of hitting for his third double of the ball game. Kelly Johnson, have an afternoon.
That was gorgeous. Stay on a breaking ball. Watch him stay back. Bang! Just drive it. And the head stay down, the bat level, and just rip it into left field. That's beautiful.
Into right center field, and down it goes. That's a base hit for Escobar. Trying to get together out there, the boys are. A run will score. It is 9-0. Yunel Escobar has 3 doubles. Kelly Johnson, Yunel Escobar have 6 doubles right there at top of the order, 1 and 2.
It's easy to see why they are hammering the Diamondbacks. Johnson and Escobar doing what they're supposed to do, or hope they're supposed to do. Oh boy, that's bell tie right down the middle as well, and that is get on base for Chipper Jones and McCann. Now Chipper Jones got something either in his eye or something.
Jeff Porter out to take a look at him. Long-time trainer there. We got a little nosebleed happening there.
Is he bleeding?
I think so. This is an interesting graphic, Racer. We talked about this in Atlanta. They're different players, but I think to some fans stunning, because Chipper known as someone who's probably major steps ahead of Garrett, but this also speaks to how quietly good Garrett Anderson's been.
That's very well said. You just don't realize how great of a career Garrett Anderson's had until you look at the numbers. Wow.
It elicits a wow even from you, doesn't it, as a reminder? It did from me. So Chipper's all cleaned up, ready to go. Change up, and a pretty good one. 0-1 the count. As he told us, I think they sponged it all up. Everything was good.
I like that. 25% of your bones are located in your feet.
0-1 the count. 9-0 the score. Breaking ball and a dandy 0-2. Chipper has seen his career change to where he was the Rookie of the Year candidate, the perennial playoff young gun, then the older player, but still had veteran pitchers ahead of him with regard to Glavine, Smoltz, and Maddox. This is now his team, though. As he goes over the top of that, and he is the leader of this team. Chipper recently told us about the progression that he has gone through as a leader.
This is really the first year where I haven't yielded to a Maddox, Glavin, or a Smoltz when it came to team meetings. I've been very respectful to those guys. They've taught me a lot, and I feel like it was their clubhouse to run. Now, Smoltz and I, over the last couple of years, have had an agreement whenever something needed to be said to a position player, I would say it. Whenever something needed to be said to a pitcher, he would say it. And we both took part in calling team meetings. Now that he's gone, that onus falls on my shoulders. And I know that above all, I've got to go out and lead by example. But when something needs to be addressed, something needs to be said to the team, it's up to me to do that.
Love that. I mean, love that.
Somehow I thought you would.
I've always been a big fan of his anyway. And that just solidifies. I'm still working on the nosebleed, but that just solidifies my, for lack of a better word, my adoration of him as a baseball player.
Sure. We talk about sometimes guys that are maybe, or teams that are hard to pull for, hard to root for. He's
Not
the
him.
opposite.
I agree.
And he is part of the 9-0 lead today. He is certainly not all of it, no doubt. You have Johnson and Escobar with 3 doubles each. The number 3 hole hitter, Jones, with a 2-run homer, couple of singles, couple of RBIs.
We're already in the 5th inning.
Yeah, the top 3 in the order, Gracie. Pretty good day.
Yeah. You're talking about Johnson, Escobar, Chipper Jones?
7 extra base hits. A couple of singles as well. It's been a dream day for the top 3 in the order. The 3-1. Down the line that one goes. He broke his back. So he'll get a new piece of lumber. Quickly get it ready. Hey, Grayson.
Yes.
Our kidcaster's coming in next half inning.
I had a feeling you were going to tell me that. I'm looking forward to that.
It's going to be big league.
There's no question.
She's got a big responsibility, though.
What's that?
She's got to help the Diamondbacks score 9.
Yeah, I was going to say she's got to take over a 9-0 ball game right now.
Well, it's not her fault. It's our fault.
I agree.
I mean, it's under her watch. I'm sure there will be offense and hitting. But Vanessa Tracy will join us up here. She has already been part of Diamondbacks television fame.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah. We'll have to hold off. We'll show you in a bit.
I'm looking forward to meeting her.
3-2 with 2 outs. High fly right field. And the play is made. Vanessa joins us up here on our Kidcaster Day. Ready to go to work.
I'm
there
really
she
looking
goes.
forward to meeting her.
Well, you'll get to meet her here in a few minutes. She loves Miggy, by the way.
Miguel Montero?
Yep.
How about a song?
Welcome aboard. We're
Thank
glad
you.
to have you here. We're really excited. 14 years old. Now,
Yeah.
tell us a little bit briefly about yourself before we get started here.
I'm 14 years old. I am going to attend Seton Catholic High School next year. I like Miguel Montero a lot.
Okay.
Good call. Good player.
He can hit a little bit.
Yeah.
And so you're up here as our kidcaster. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
My favorite food's Philly cheesesteak.
Wow. Me too. I love
And,
those.
yeah.
What about, what's your favorite class?
Probably
What are you best at? What do you get A's in?
science.
Science.
And what do you want to do when you get all grown up? We haven't grown up yet. What do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to be a photographer.
How cool is that?
That's very cool. That's
Sports, wildlife. What kind of photography do you think? Journalism, news.
I don't know. Maybe wildlife or sports.
Very cool.
So-
like wildlife. Like, I like watch those big monitor lizards, like that kind of stuff. Snakes and zebras and lions and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
How about that?
That's big league.
I thought you'd say that.
Go over to Madagascar or something. Watch those monitor lizards over there. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
This is our kidcaster, Vanessa Tracy. Now, I asked you during the break, and I'll go ahead and ask you right now for the whole world to see. Do you want to call in at bat? Do you want to do some play-by-play, or do you just want to do what Gracie does and just talk?
No, just listen to you.
All right.
How about why don't you break down this play right here? Oh, here's your monitor right here.
Miguel Montero hits it to deep left center, and Vanessa Tracy catches it.
How about that, Gracie?
You caught it.
That's her. That is unbelievable.
How cool is that? You caught it on the fly.
Yeah.
That is great. So, what was that like? I mean, how did that feel?
It was amazing. I never thought that I would ever catch a home run on the fly.
Right.
I always bring my glove to the games hoping that I will, but I never thought that I actually would.
Did you track it all the way in? Did you have it in your sights all the way in?
Did anybody kind of bump you out of the way or anything like that, or did you maybe bump them out of the way and make the?
I bumped them out of the way.
This is a rough booth, as you've noticed already up here. Here we go, Gracie. One more time. That's a no doubt.
That is awesome, Vanessa.
I mean, it didn't Burnsy snow cone on her. Bouncing ball, and Eric, very similar to the play that won him the game yesterday. Now, you play the sport. You play softball. Tell us about your softball career.
I've played for a lot of teams. Right now, I'm playing for Seton Catholic on the summer team. First game's tomorrow. So.
What position?
Really? First game is tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, really? What position you like to play?
I like to play left field.
Not first base?
No.
No. Well, he's upset now. You knew that would happen.
Yeah.
Gracie, now let's think about
Chris
this.
Young steps in.
Oh, here he goes. It's denial play-by-play. He always does this.
Medlin to the wind, and the first one to Young.
Now, let me present a case for her here. Let me present a case for her.
Okay.
She clearly can play some left field. She caught that ball in left field last year.
Very good point.
As much as you're sad that she doesn't aspire to be a first baseman, he's mad. Look at him right behind you. That one is a fly ball into left center field. Can you stay with us for a few more batters next inning?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. Vanessa joining us up here.
Because that inning took about 15 seconds.
Yeah, her friend Rebecca's watching too, so we got to say hi to her.
Caster because I love baseball.
I'm a huge fan of the D-backs, and I want to support the Diamondbacks as much as I can.
I want to meet Mark Grace and announce all the players for the D-backs, especially Eric Burns.
I love it all except for the meeting Mark Grace part. If you want a chance to be a kidcaster with us here on Fox Sports Arizona, be sure to come out to Chase Field Gate A, Sunday, June 14th. Sunday, June 14th. I'm going to say it a lot because you can get there between 11:30 and 1. Be ready to audition on camera. The best video essay, as I read here for you, thank you, folks, wins a seat up here in the booth for the next Kidcaster on June the 28th. As always, log on to kidcaster.com for all the details. Vanessa joins us up here, and we were talking about it earlier. Your best friend is watching, Rebecca.
Mm-hmm.
We eat popcorn if you want.
It's got some butter on there. I gotta have butter.
Way to go, Gracie. Now she can't answer questions. I want to meet Mark Grace and get fed popcorn by him. The 0-2 over the top of that one. Snyder blocks it up. All right, hold on. I got a question for her.
What do you got?
Tell us about Rebecca. What do you want to say to her?
Hi.
That's it?
Thanks for watching. Wish you were here.
Look at that camera right there.
Do you guys know? Yeah, that one up there. Run by Scott Snyder, having a tough year. Really tough year. But now, does she play with you? Does she play?
No.
Okay. She doesn't play softball with you?
No.
All right.
Just your buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, your brother Josh is here in the booth.
Yeah.
And between innings, I think Josh was kind of trying to step in and maybe hone in on your space here.
Stealing thunder?
Is that the same as real life? I mean, he's always trying to get in your way. Now, there he is.
There's Josh.
Now, tell us how old Josh is.
16.
16. Okay. All right. You like to hang out with him?
Sometimes.
Maybe if you like his friends, it's worth hanging out with him. Otherwise, forget it.
Yeah.
Do you have some hot friends you like?
I guess. I don't know.
That's part of being the little sister. You have crushes on your brother's friends and stuff like that. That's allowed.
I'm thinking, though, on the video of the home run, we might have to go the videotape again, if you don't mind, because I'm wondering if Josh is maybe below a seat hiding as that ball sails in.
Well, he said he was standing right next to
him. Yeah, he's standing behind me, actually.
Behind you?
Mm-hmm.
Get right behind you. I got it.
No, not right behind me.
No, I think I tend to think he was hiding behind you, the 1-2. That one misses away. We're looking for him.
All right, let's see. Where's he at? There's the catch.
He's right there.
Oh, he's back, sure. And then he pops up out from underneath the seat. There he is. He comes back.
That was good.
Gets the popcorn shells off of him after being down underneath the seat. That's pretty nice, though. That's a pretty good brother right there. You're excited for it. I got to give you a lot of credit, Josh. That's pretty well done. I got to give you a lot of credit. You kept your composure. You were congratulatory. Got a sticker on your hat. You might want to get that off. Fouled off to the right side.
I think that's the thing now. Keep the sticker on.
Is it? Okay. When you played, did you keep yours on? No?
Well, there's the sticker underneath.
Now, did you think the Kidcaster would turn out to be Bury Your Brother segment?
No.
Or are you kind of glad that it's turning out that, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Kind of fun hammering your brother, isn't it?
Yeah.
So a left fielder. Can you hit a little bit? Do you bat lefty or righty?
Righty.
Bat righty, so strike 2 on that, Gracie. She's not a left-handed hitter.
And I wear batting gloves, too. So.
You wear batting gloves? Why?
Strike 3. That's it.
I don't know. It's easier to get a grip on the bat.
Is it?
You know what? Our Geico quoted the game. Some of my best memories took place at Chase Field, and I don't want them to stop anytime soon. That's you.
Yeah.
That's very well said.
How great is that?
That's very well said. Are you kidding me?
That is a fabulous Geico quote from our Sanderson Ford Kidcaster, Vanessa. Bouncing ball. This could be 2. And it is, Vanessa.
How about that, Vanessa?
You got a nice double play.
Watch out for those monitor lizards over there.
Nice job. Vanessa, excellent job.
Great job.
We're real proud of you.
Pleasure meeting you.
One more of those. Nice.
Give it up.
More after this. On top of Arizona. Good energy at the ballpark yesterday, Friday night as well. And again, fans enjoy this team. They head out of town. So getting out here and enjoying them. A lot of kids, it's their out of school weekend, having a blast. And you have felt the energy and youth of summertime here in the great state of Arizona. As Chris Snyder, or Snipe Piece, as a lot of these fans like to call him, he'll lead things off.
It's one of the better nicknames.
Well, it definitely is. 9-0. First pitch to Chris is poured in there for strike one. Get that lid down low, hide under it. That's what Medlin, that's how he wears his lid, down underneath like that.
He's been hiding the baseball from the Diamondbacks. Only one hit.
And when he misses like that, down. That flat bill. No sticker on the hat, but the flat bill. Bouncing ball, fair ball, Chris Snyder. So the beat goes on for Chris as that one rolls into the corner. From the end of April until now, Snyder doing very good work amongst National League catchers. He's 4th in batting average, 2nd in slugging to Iannetta, 2nd in homers to Iannetta.
Pinch hitting, number 14.
Just a breaking ball. Stays in the middle of the zone. Snipe Piece, as my partner likes to call him. Rips it down the third base line for a leadoff double. They need about 10 more of those. And they'll be in good shape.
Makes Kurt Zacher, our fine statistician in charge up here, very excited. He is a big fan of Snipe Piece. As Ryan Roberts pinch hits. And a fastball sneaks on by him. Well, that's the kind of year it's been for Roberts. You see those numbers. He's getting more starts, hitting .368 this year. And it's been fun to watch.
I think Ryan Roberts, when the season began, did you think that he may have, or the manager, whether it would have been Bob Melvin or now A.J. Hinch, would have said, you know, Ryan, I think you need a day off.
Yeah.
I mean, did you think that would happen? Exactly. He was originally thought to be the guy to give maybe Stephen Drew a day off, or maybe give Felipe Lopez a day off, or Mark Reynolds. Now, heck, he's been playing so well and playing so hard. He gets a blow today.
Yeah, he has started, as you mentioned, all 3 games in the Atlanta series, trying to get Lopez back in the lineup. And he is in the middle of a 5-game hitting streak. Gracie, in that 5-game hitting streak, he has 9 hits in 20 at-bats, 3 of them doubles, hitting .450 during that time. And a lot of times the case for a guy like Ryan, who has never played full-time in the big leagues, they go 3 or 4 days in a row playing full-time, you'll see the numbers drop dramatically.
Right.
He has found energy.
Hasn't been the way yet.
University of Texas at Arlington is where he played his college baseball. That one was a fly ball to left center field, so that's his chance to hit this ball game, and he is erased on a fly ball. F8.
Now batting second baseman Felipe Lopez.
And here is Felipe Lopez. Oh, I love that. Love the faux hawk. That's a good look. Grace, you should do that.
Just a beautiful child. No. I don't think I'd look very good with a, like, F-A-U-X, faux.
The faux hawk.
Nope.
Well, I will tell you this. As soon as that plane touches down in Southern California, the beard growing begins, my friend.
Looking forward to that. Can't wait to see you with a Ryan Roberts type beard.
I'm going to make good on the promise I made to the fans that if it was a winning road trip, and look, it was a promise made in hopes, but the team was playing woeful baseball. 1-5, really struggling. You know what? If they have a winning road trip, I said, I'm going to grow a beard. We had a unique opposing player, had a funky beard, so I threw that out there. And
there's a big beard.
And you and I, truth be told, gave a little look to one another because the team was scuffling, and I honestly thought the way they were playing that was a pretty safe bet. I'm glad they proved me wrong. They went 6-3 on that road trip.
6-3 on the road trip. Very good road trip. As count evens to 2-2 here on Felipe Lopez. Yeah, there's a good scraggly beard there. That's big league. Goatee there.
I don't know which way I'm going to go yet. He didn't know which way he was going to go. Kind of a check swing, and down goes Lopez. Jody Jackson is standing by. Jody, what do you have for us?
Darren, from beards to our good sport of the week here at Fox Sports Arizona, we always want to remind you of the good in sports, and this week it is Shad Ireland. Take a look at the pictures. He was diagnosed with kidney failure 26 years ago. He's just 10 years old. As an adult, he only weighed 75 pounds at one point, but now he's an Ironman triathlon competitor. He biked from Los Angeles to D.C. earlier this month, continuing his dialysis treatments. He actually stopped in Apache Junction for one of those treatments to help educate people on kidney disease. And so what an amazing story, not only overcoming his illness, but really battling and becoming quite an athlete. I can't imagine biking 4,000 miles. Pretty amazing story. That's our good sport of the week, guys.
That's great stuff. Thank you, Jody. Thanks for helping us out today with the Kid Caster with that. Augie Ojeda, base hit right field. And they stopped the runner at third base. Chris has stopped, but Augie is 1 for 3. Augie needed that one. In his last 11 games, he had just 3 hits, hitting a little bit over 100.
Well, he just hit a rope.
Right fielder,
fastball middle of the zone. Augie just turns it right around. Just a nice quick swing and just threw the barrel of the bat right to the baseball.
So here is Gerardo Parra. Getting it going. And Mark Grace haircut. Parra slices that one to left field. Unbelievable what he has done with runners on base. Unbelievable as he drives in a run. Parra with an RBI. He is now 12 for 17 in the major leagues with runners in scoring position. 12 for 17.
He's just a professional hitter. Takes a fastball on the outer part of the plate and just flips it over there to the left side. Bang! Just nice and quick. He uses the whole field. Roger McDowell going to come out. Talk with his young right-hander.
So Parra hitting 706 now with runners in scoring position, 12 for 17. And just again, for all of you to put him in comparison to his opponents, certainly not to demean his opponents at all, but to lift him up. The 12 hits with runners in scoring position, 2 more than Eric Burns has, 6 more than Stephen Drew has, 5 more than Connor Jackson, 8 more than Felipe Lopez, 9 more than Miguel Montero. Only Mark Reynolds has more hits with runners in scoring position this season. He has 1 more, 13.
And the kid just got here.
Now his numbers aren't good with no one on base. But boy, you put runners out there, he goes to hit.
He hasn't been the catalyst. He hasn't been the table setter. He's been the eater. He's been the guy to clean his plate. Mark Reynolds, opportunity to make it a big inning here.
As that one bounces in there, did not skitter by the catcher though. And there you see Mark, the batting average certainly lower. Mark 13 for 57 with runners in scoring position. And Justin Upton doing all right, hitting 256. He has 10 hits with runners in scoring position. That man has 12. And Justin's having an all-star year.
Nice breaking ball there for Medlin. Justin's getting a day off.
Two and one the count. He and David Ross had a little exchange after Justin walked, wanting to drive a run in, as that one is high and in. A changeup now, 79 miles an hour. So no intent there. It still scares you, though. It doesn't matter when you're hitting.
79 miles an hour right at your face, though. It just got away. It was more like chest high.
The 3-1.
Chase ball 4 up and in.
And that one 89. So he threw the funky changeup, almost hit him. Goes up 10 miles an hour. Got him.
Got him to chase ball 4 again.
I think that changes it almost hit him. Got him mad. Too mad. AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, your world delivered. And so Clay Zavada will go to work. He will bat in the leadoff spot. Our Verizon Wireless call to the bullpen. The pitcher spot will be there anyway, whether he bats there. Ryan Roberts remains in the ball game. He is now at second base. Good work for Zavada. If there has been any chink in the arm, and the armor has been strong, as Roberts takes over, it's been his ability to lock down runners on base. He has had some inherited runners that have scored. Well aware of it, working on it, and looking forward to getting more opportunities. But a great story. First pitch is a pitch that misses high. One and one to count to Schaefer. Sanderson Ford, a good sponsor, good partner of our telecast, as that breaking ball is hit into right field. They got together and there was a lottery promotion with the Arizona Lottery, giving away a Tom car before the game, and one of our freelance, we emphasize freelance audio technicians, because when you are working day to day trying to earn it, how about that? That's Deb Ashby. Ashby, the winner of the Tom car race before the game. There was about 6 or 7 candidates that were down there. Now she was part of a promotion where if you bought lottery tickets, there were 4 game tickets that went along with it. She actually ran into a gal at Wendy's, and her name was Lynn. Deb did. Invited her to the game, knew that she might need a little help getting tickets, said, I can't really afford to go, I'm a Diamondbacks fan. Bought her the tickets.
Okay.
Hung on to her opportunity with the lottery, and then won it. A good deed is rewarded by winning that prize.
Way to go, Deb. Deb always helps me out for pregame shows, and without her,
we were up here
and
going
others like her.
nuts.
Yeah, we were loving it.
It's a good karma thing, isn't it? That one is belted into right center field. Norton! Get into second base, Norton.
You want to go to the moon. You want to go to the moon.
Greg Norton, I'm sure he's never heard that before. Belts that one. He says, you can say whatever you want as I'm hitting doubles off the wall. Casey Kochman, by the way, with a shin contusion. A shin contusion hit by a breaking ball earlier in the game. So even though this is not an inherited runner, this is a good opportunity, as he says, to work on things. Well, he's got a chance to work on a runner in scoring positions. Zavada does. 1 out. See if he can keep him right there. Breaking ball dives away. 1-0 the count. 9 runs, 14 hits, and no errors for the Braves. 1-4-0 for the Diamondbacks.
Change up there from Zavada.
And he'll throw it, going against the grain a little bit. He's a lefty. They will throw it to lefties. It's about time, Gracie, as the 2-1 is swung right over the top. 2-2 the count. One of my favorite features coming up here in a bit. Just you'll have to sit tight.
I have a feeling I know what it is.
Well, it's something that we would have already gone to in a 9-1 game.
In a game like this, yes.
You bet. You'd have known everything about, Houston and Pittsburgh by now. As that one is chased high. But you know what? The good friends with FreeCreditReport.com, they moneyed up. They wanted to sponsor to get your free credit report, and go to Free Credit Report now. Visit. Know your score. Out-of-town scoreboard. Well, you see what's going on in the West. Padres and Rockies, and then, of course, later on the Dodgers and the Cubs. But we focus on the White Sox and the Royals because here in a few weeks, the Diamondbacks head to Kansas City. And in that series, the 16th, 17th, and 18th, they may see one of the game's best pitchers in Zach Greinke.
Zach Greinke looks like he got hit around a little bit today.
He had a tough day today. He went 7 innings, gave up 8 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. He didn't walk anyone. He struck out 7.
Wow. Well, he really stinks.
I have his updated numbers, my friend.
Yeah?
and getting knocked around. I guess. I mean, 3 earned runs really isn't getting knocked around, but, well, that's what the ERA jumped to.
It jumped up to 1.1?
Yes, sir.
Boy, you're really going to have to work harder between starts.
It was .84 before, and we can only hope. I know it'll be a tall task for the Diamondbacks, but selfishly, for us,
I'd love to.
Yeah, we'd love to be able to see him pitch.
And Darren, as a player as well, you kind of hope you get him too. You kind of hope you get him. You know what? Yeah. Let's see. Heck, you're expected to go out there and go 0 for 4. So, man, let's go out there and maybe beat him. Shock the world.
It is a fly ball into right field. And gobbling it up. Medlin done his job, no doubt about it. Family Day, and certainly glad to have you back with us. Our Nova Home Loans in-game box score, and it's been a tough day offensively for Arizona, no doubt about it. A real tough day. Some hits being pitched in along the way. You know, on this Family Day, obviously, our heart's still breaking for Scott Schoenweiss as on this recent road trip. He lost his wife, and more importantly, his little ones, they lost their mom. But Scott has been here at the ballpark all week long, and he has had his son at his side. And very quietly, we're not approaching Scott. We don't want to. This is his time. It's his piece. He will address and thank the fans for all their support. He did so in a release publicly, but we'll do so when he's activated. When that'll be, again, that's on his time. And that's, of course, with the encouragement of his skipper, A.J. Hinch, in this organization. But we can't say enough how much we think about Scott. And his teammates do as well. His mates, though, those that are out on the diamond, having a tough go of it today. 9-1 Atlanta leads it, so unless there is a major miracle, it will be a series split in a 4-gamer.
Jeff Bennett going to come on. Verizon Wireless call to the pen. He was the loser here yesterday. You can see the opponents are hitting the hard-throwing right-hander. 326 opponent's batting average, but yet an ERA in the mid-2s.
Yeah, but I got good news for you, Mark Grace.
What's that?
Real good news. If this club can score 6 runs, well, it'd be good news.
That'd be tacos.
It'd be a ball game, but it'd be tacos as well.
That'd be tacos.
Giving away 3 free tacos with the purchase of a large drink between 4 and 6 at participating locations. Now, maybe this is it. Maybe this is the beginning of the run to 6.
You got at least 5 more in you?
Well, the man that got the hit wears number 6.
Oh, that's true.
And we're talking about 6 runs. Stephen Drew wears number 6. Here's Eric Burns. There we go. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and call my shot right here. Eric Burns.
Eric Burns going to hit a home run here?
Yep.
Well, he delivered the game winner yesterday off Jeff Bennett. A base hit back up the middle.
Hop on my back, Gracie.
Get out of here, ball. Go. Hurry up.
No.
Oh.
No, that didn't.
Came up a little bit short, didn't he there, Jared?
Well, the bat went, the working end of the bat went further than the ball, unfortunately.
Yeah. Ball's not carrying to short.
Everyone's all right in the stands, by the way. This is the scary part. It went into the stands. Now, here is your endorsement, Mark Grace, for Ash Bass right now.
Absolutely. Fortunately,
over the head of kids and families, a weapon.
That is just another situation to get rid of those maple bats. Those beautiful young ladies almost got clobbered.
In on the hands, Chris Young. All right, getting closer to 6. Stephen Drew, come on down. All right, 9-2. Getting closer, Gracie. 9-2. 4 more to go.
Well, as long as we can keep you from calling shots. You're throwing the Moachichi on him.
Well, I'm good at that as well. You know that. Matter of fact, I feel one. Chris Snyder.
Chris Snyder, you're feeling a home run from Snyder, huh?
Yep.
Calling the shot.
Yep.
Poor Chris Snyder. I got nothing to do with this, Chris.
He appreciates my support. I believe it. You don't forget he hit that grand slam in Atlanta. Look at that.
Buddy Carlisle was the victim.
It was a 12-0 win.
Oh, he had a good rip at a fastball there.
Oh, 0-2 the count. He did double back in the 6th inning. Hard throwing Jeff Bennett. He hides under that cap bill as well. I'm not calling the shot now, though, by the way. 1-2. I mean, you can't once you step out there. That's kind of my belief. I don't know if you feel the same way.
What's that?
If you call a shot, you can't back off.
No, you got to stay with it.
Gets to 0-2, then you change your mind. Out of Donaldson, Tennessee is Jeff Bennett. Had some big league time with Milwaukee before going to Atlanta. That one to right.
Took a shot out the other way. Snyder looked like he was wincing a little bit, like something's bothering him.
Well, let's hope not.
Daniel Schlereth.
The 1-2. Topper. Tag. Throw. Not in time. Not a homer. Fielder's choice. I'm done.
You promise?
I promise.
All right, thank
I
you.
promise. Jody Jackson, what do you have for us?
Darren, I talked to Chris Young before today's game, and he says he's been feeling better at the plate, obviously getting the hit there, trying to up that batting average. And yesterday, though, in the 7th inning, getting the hit off Javier Vasquez to tie the game up. Eventually, the D-backs win that game. He said that's what really matters to him right now, scoring runs. He's feeling better at the plate. It's not every day. Some days he feels better than others, but right now it's just contributing. You have to think that getting that hit and tying that game at 2 yesterday might have gone a long way for his confidence, and you hope so.
Yeah, Jody, there's no doubt about it, and thank you very much for Chris. I think a majority of what he is going through is between his ears.
Oh, he's way too talented. It's nice for him to get that RBI base hit. A couple of games in a row now, he's delivered an RBI base hit. Yeah, the Diamondbacks need him.
A trio of Braves will chase it. It's a souvenir. You and I have been talking a lot about Joe Garagiola's book. We've been flipping through it lately, you and I passing it back and forth. And one of my favorite quotes from that book, Johnny Bench, slumps are like soft beds, easy to get into and hard to get out.
That's pretty well said. I like that. You know, there's a game that's just, it's days gone by now, unfortunately, and that's the game of pepper.
Oh, sure.
Did you play pepper?
Oh, you bet.
As a little leaguer, and we played pepper as major leaguers. Popped up again. I think this one's going to be in fair territory, and Kelly Johnson's going to put it away.
I want to hear about pepper, though. Can we talk about it when we come back?
A controlled pepper swing can get you in a groove.
Yeah. Let's talk more about that.
Ty Cobb said that, by the way.
We'll talk more about what Gracie was speaking of with Chris Snyder. Our Chaz Roberts cool play, though, this is certainly, I know, a joy to Mark Grace because tacos with arms really upset him, and Baxter knew it.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, he knew it. Down they came.
Oh.
Look at the drink came down. The other, of course, a taco with arm did win the race. I know that troubles you.
I've heard of crushing some tacos, but that's kind of a literal thing.
You saw Chris Snyder not looking very comfortable. Now there may be nothing to it, but the rest of the day is done for him.
Well, I'm assuming it's going to be a double switch.
Only
to get
reason
Montero in that bat. You hope that Chris Snyder's all right. He just looked like when he took a pitch, and he looked like he winced, like something grabbed. Like an oblique or maybe a groin or something like that.
Ugh, let's hope it's neither one serious. It is a double switch, though. Montero bats leadoff, and the pitcher spot now in the 8-hole. So Daniel Schlereth, as Diori Hernandez will pinch hit. I tell you, he hits this spot for Chipper Jones. There he is. Daddy's looking on. Mark Schlereth was here earlier with us. And Chipper Jones comes out of this game now for Hernandez, who hits for him. And here's what we were talking about earlier. This is a top of the order. This is what you want to do.
Golly.
I mean, look at that.
9 for 14 with some thunder. You talk about damage incorporated.
You know, I like that phrase.
For Upton, Drew, and Reynolds?
Yeah, or teams like the Braves today that earn it.
Damage incorporated.
Don't let people discourage you, because I like that one.
Like Scott Snyder?
It's been a tough year for him. Ignore him. Up here, senior booth producer in charge. Been a tough go. 1-2 the count.
Well, you know, we're turning the page on May. Maybe June will be better for him. We can only hope.
Yep, 1-2 the count. Making a swim, heading out west. We'll be out poolside. All right, that's enough of that.
Yep.
Breaking
Nice
ball. How
pitch
about
from
that
Schlereth.
pitch?
Yori Hernandez just got buckled by a Daniel Schlereth breaking ball right on the outside corner. Ring it up. Mom, Dad, sis. Yeah.
Oh, was he fired up about his boy when he was up here?
They should be.
It was great. It was like every parent.
I was telling you a couple of days ago, Darren. I get worked up at my 5-year-old's T-ball games. I mean, I get worked up. Or my 8-year-old is in Little League. I mean, if he gets a hit, I'm going crazy for him. If he makes an out, I'm dying with it.
Yeah.
I mean, and I can't imagine how proud he is of his boy. And all parents proud of their sons and daughters that go on to do whatever they do. And I'm not talking just baseball. I'm talking anything.
Absolutely. Set goals and reach those goals. I couldn't agree with you more. Good fastball in, 2-1 the count. His dad said it, and it's true. When you look at his minor league numbers, he is effectively wild.
Oops. Yeah, you can see Mark. Yeah, that's okay. Run it in there.
The 2-1 breaking ball. Now he'll throw that breaking ball, which is more of a sharp slider. Also throws a big curveball, a 12-6 curveball. 3-1 the count.
I love that, Mom. Oh, goodness. Almost drilled him.
3-1 the count.
Whoa.
Almost hit him again. Daniel Schlereth, we could talk about him, but he can tell us what he is doing on the mound. Here is his scouting report.
Left field.
I throw a two-seam fastball, and I don't really throw a four-seamer. I got to work on one of those, but a two-seamer. Throw a 12-6 curveball, and I've been working with a changeup this year, which has actually been a pretty consistent pitch for me. So I'm not going to get away from that. I got a pretty good plan going right now, so I'm going to stick to that and see if I can get some guys out up here.
Well, if that plan is throwing first pitch hooks on the outside corner to Garrett Anderson, that's a pretty good plan. But I like the fact, Darren, he's got a plan. He's got a plan of what he's trying to do out there. That was a good pitch there. Didn't get the call.
Wow.
Schlereth like, hey, man, Double-A, that's a strike.
But in the big leagues, you don't say anything, and he knows that as well, especially when you have one inning under your belt. Steps off the mound. That's the first base runner he has had to deal with in the big leagues. Schlereth, 15 games in Double-A, 1.42 ERA, 19 innings.
93 right to the inside corner. Good pitch there from Schlereth.
Love the story his dad told about his son's passion for his dad's sport, football. Son?
Nope.
Left-handed quarterbacks, 5'11". You throw 93. Give baseball a shot. Mark Reynolds out front in this play. 2 outs.
First baseman Martin Prado.
That is great. Do you see Schlereth maybe later in the year, Darren, getting some bigger opportunities?
I do. Do you?
Well, yes. An emphatic yes. And that's because, first and foremost, with the loss of Scott Schoenweiss, the Diamondbacks are in serious need of a left-hander out there besides Clay Zapata. I mean, they're two lefties. We're pitching in Double-A a couple of weeks ago. So these two are going to have to get some big outs. There's a lot of good left-handed hitters, especially in the National League West, that they're going to have to get out. I'm talking about guys. We'll see them. We'll see them this road trip, Darren. Guys like James Loney, Andre Ethier, Juan Pierre, one of the hottest hitters in baseball. Brian Giles starting to heat up.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian Gonzalez just hit number 20 today.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about. This is one that he'll be seeing. Look at what Juan Pierre has done since Manny's suspension. We'll see him. I would imagine Mr. Schlereth will see him as well. 394. Fastball didn't get the call. Three and two the count.
So needless to say, I think Schlereth and Zavada are going to get some big opportunities. I think, well, by necessity.
Well, starters have tough outings. Pitchers that are in that bullpen are pushed into high leverage situations.
Yeah. And I'm not talking like these situations, blowout game.
No, but
yeah, I'm talking
could
about
be a close
one-run
game
games.
in 2 days. And
yeah.
it just might happen. You never know. Don't forget about Sunday, June 14th. The Diamondbacks take on the Astros. First 5,000 kids receive a Baxter soap dispenser. The Baxter soap dispenser.
What?
602-514-8400 or visit dbacks.com/Sunday. The Baxter soap dispenser. Pokes it to the right side. Mark Reynolds with a diving play. Get over there.
Oh, Daniel.
You know, he's a power lefty, so he spins off, but how did this happen? We'll see.
Well, I think he made an assumption that this ball was getting down the line.
Right fielder Matt Diaz.
I think he thought the ball got down the line, and that's disappointing for a first baseman.
Yeah, good way to put it.
Make a play like that, dive, save a run, save extra bases, and your pitcher's still on the mound. You're like, excuse me. A little help here? Gibby? So that'll go as a base hit.
Great play, though. There's Matt Diaz.
And that's the thing, if you're Mark Reynolds. It's 9-2, and he's diving down the line. Still playing hard. Getting that uniform dirty. You'll love that.
Bouncing ball. Speaking of playing hard, they make another fabulous play behind him. Mark and daughter Alexandria and mom Lisa all clap for their son, their brother, as we roll on. Airlines. Southwest Airlines is ready when you are. Go to southwest.com. Grab your bag. It's on. I'll be doing that tomorrow. We'll be heading out today. I'm on our good friends with Southwest, heading out, grabbing an extra couple of hours at home tonight. The club on the charter heads out this evening to Los Angeles, California.
City of Angels. And there's Mel Stottlemyre giving a maybe not so friendly reminder to Daniel Schlereth. Get over and cover first base on those balls to the right side.
He was interviewed after his major league debut, and a lot of you, I'm sure, remember it as that fastball from Acosta sails high. And he told Todd Walsh when he asked him what was the one thing you were most nervous about, and he said, unfortunately, prophetically,
covering first base.
Miguel Montero. Oh, chacarron. That is a base hit. I wish they still played that old song for Miguel. But I'll tell you this, I'm feeling good. He switched his song. We mentioned it on the air. He's been hitting and walking, and with the new song, I'm feeling free as a bird.
Yeah, makes a big difference.
Free as a bird, Gracie.
Well, it's easy to understand why you struggle at the plate when you hop in the box to that music.
Oh, the troubling music?
Ooh.
It was disturbing. That's your ringtone now, though, on your phone, I heard.
No.
Oh, okay.
No. It does make me feel better. Montero swinging it better with some new music.
Well, if you missed the story, his song El Mudo sings a song, and it's called Chacarron.
A lot of people like that song.
And it has, regular lyrics to it, in Spanish, of course. And there is a point in the song in the chorus where there is no words at all. It's just kind of something like that.
It's painful to listen to.
And it was just troubling. Well, we told the story on the air, and when he got home, there was some advice that maybe that shouldn't be his song anymore.
And he's swinging it good.
Racing in and making the play, Hernandez, who came on for Chipper Jones. So we felt some real pain and guilt because we felt it was our fault. And we were hollering and yelling like that. Just relax and enjoy the game.
Manny Acosta just he just decided he's going to come to the big leagues and dominate.
Gerardo Parra.
Didn't like that guy heckling, did you?
No, I didn't like it. Just, 9-2. Enjoyed the game.
Who do you think he was yelling at? Chip?
Oh, no.
He wasn't yelling at Chip, was he?
Swinging right through it. 96 miles an hour. 0-2 the count. If only Miguel Montero was at second base and he was a runner in scoring position, this would be a for sure hit here for Park.
I think you're right.
I mean, that's all he does. If you missed it, he doubled in a run. He is now 12 for 17 with runners in scoring position.
Darren, I just got a text from my mother.
Did you?
Honest to goodness.
Uh-oh.
It says, watching the Schlereth in the stands brings back memories and chills.
Oh, well, was that ever cool?
Look at this boy play.
Well, at least there was a runner out there. He backed it up by saying, just get me any runner on anywhere.
So
that's a great memory by the way.
So it's moms, it's dads.
Baseman Mark Reynolds.
And Mom, thank you for being there, and thank you for caring. Mom's still watching a 9-2 ball game.
That's awesome. And she can text message.
Well, I can promise you this. Pops can't. Mom has gotten into the new millennium. Pops, oh no.
Does he have a cell phone?
He's got one. But he
does he know how to check his messages?
Mom has to do that for him. Yeah,
Okay.
Gino is like you can't even leave him a message. He doesn't have voicemail. That would be like an extra $1. It just rings like 50 times until you hang up.
1 to count. Well, maybe our good friends and partners with Verizon Wireless can hook him up. You know,
I'm sure we could probably get something for Pops. get a nice
free
voicemail.
voicemail.
Yeah, then he wouldn't know how to. Who the heck's calling? Sharon, will you get that?
Mark, that's the last thing I wanted is more cell phone services. I don't know why you're asking for that on the air. The 1-2. Fouled that one back. By the way,
yes,
the man who tries to make us sound good. With us, it's hard to do. He does a great job. Fred Dominagoni. He and his wife, Kathy, 12 years they've been married, celebrating their anniversary.
Congratulations.
So, congratulations to them. They are heading out to celebrate tonight when this game ends at 7 o'clock. Bouncing ball to the right side. The beat goes on. Mark Reynolds with a single. Does he have himself an RBI? He does. And good for this crowd. It has been a blowout in the making most of the day. As you said, your mom is still watching. These folks are still here cheering 9-3.
Oh, we've had a good crowd today. There you go. Now he's fired up. That's the first run Acosta has given up this year in the major leagues. Mark Reynolds just pokes it through the right side. That's good hitting right there. Just ahead of the tag is Miguel Montero. And it's because there was no tag because he never had the ball.
Never had it. Stephen Drew singled back in the 7th inning. He scored on Chris Young's RBI.
Pretty change up there.
How about a long one here? Make it interesting.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
The 1-1. That one is up and away. 2-1 the count. Look at those little ones. Got the stuffed D-backs monkey. Not a care in the world out there in the bleachers. 3-1 the count.
Well, you just need some base runners. 3-1 count to Stephen Drew. He can really size him up here, get something to his liking. Anything else he'll take. But if he gets something to his liking, swing it with bad intentions. Really bad intentions. Got beat with a fastball. And you can see Stephen not real happy with that swing. You get 3-1, 2-0, and you get the fastball. You want that thing to be pulled. You want it to be to the pull side of the field.
Hang in there, Dad. It's worth it to come to the ball game. Boy, a 3-1 count turned into a strikeout by Acosta. Had a nice job. And Steven, as you said, maybe kicking himself a little bit. Last pitch, a great pitch.
Left fielder, Eric Burns.
Right at the kneecaps and right by Stephen Drew.
Speaking of speed and fastballs, our Quest high-speed pitch brought to you by Quest High-Speed Internet. Chris Medlin got to 90. Max Scherzer got to 95. Doesn't always equal success. Max giving up 8 runs in the outing today. One of the, well, not one of the toughest outing of his career. So he had to Maybe go sit and get some peace like that young man after the outing. The 0-1. Did he? He did not. If you just joined us, Max went 3 2/3 innings, gave up 10 hits, 8 runs, all earned. He'd walked 2, Max said, in his previous 2 starts. He walked 3 today. Just one of those days. Seats to cheer, but it's hit right on the nose. Right to Schaefer. Through 8. 9-3 the score. Post-game show on Quest Diamondbacks Live. LA and San Diego on the road. We'll be broadcasting out there. Don't forget to ask about Miller drink specials. Plus sign up to win prizes and D-backs tickets. Love some specials. This hasn't been special. The Diamondbacks, to a man, certainly need to, and they are accountable for their struggles on the field, no doubt about that. But these are some reasons why they have struggled. You can't ignore the fact of the losses for the Diamondbacks. Struggles of Young. Tracy now on the DL. He has struggled. Connor Jackson out with valley fever, and Brandon Webb on the DL. Interesting. Billy Buckner will work tomorrow, and this is in no way, shape, or form a shot as John Roush goes to work at Billy Buckner. But the replacements for Brandon Webb are 2-7. Some have pitched well in that time. The replacements for Brandon Webb are 2-7. If you were to be overly optimistic and believe in Brandon, as you see our Verizon Wireless call of the bullpen, hey, Cy Young Award winner Brandon Webb, he was finished second in the Cy Young. Flip that 2-7 to 7-2. The Diamondbacks would be 27-23 instead of 22-28.
Just on that spot, huh?
Just on that number 1 spot alone. Now that's why Billy tomorrow, all eyes are on you, and it's in a good way.
Yeah, he was one of those victories in the 2-7 was Billy Buckner's in Oakland. And you talk about those struggles. You know, Connor Jackson with valley fever, Brandon Webb out all year, Chris Young struggles. I mean, Chad Tracy on the DL. You know, he had been and was struggling all year long.
Just started to go too the last few days.
It's been a struggle for Big John Roush this year.
Yeah.
There's Connor. Talked with him. Boy, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Valley fever.
Just drags, he said at times. For days on end, his energy is gone. Yesterday, Chad Tracy with that oblique strain, they had to act fast without a real true first baseman over there, so they put him on DL. Chad said he agreed with the move. I spoke with him this morning that it's about a 10-day process no matter what, so the rest is a wrist, and Josh Weitzel is up. And the chances, Kawakami pitch hits. He goes down on strikes. 2 outs.
That's a pitcher.
Second
Yeah,
baseman,
pinch
Kelly
hit.
Johnson.
Interesting.
Wasn't very good either.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, that was maybe taking one for the team there. I don't know. Probably got a translator over there saying, how do you say in Japanese? He just got overmatched.
Prado, Norton, Hernandez, all the bench brigade. Bobby doesn't want to use his second catcher, and Jeff Francoeur in this game did not start in this game. That would have been your other option. Bouncing ball, and for John Roush, a clean inning. To the bottom of the ninth, seeing if the boys can put those rally caps on. Slug it to 6. Chase Field, Gate A, Sunday, June 14th between 11:30 and 1, and be ready to audition on camera. The best video essay will win a seat up here in the booth for the next Kidcaster on Sunday, June 28th. For more info, log on to kidcaster.com for all of the details. Come on now. Oh, look at that do. That is nice. We'd love to have him up there as well. Hang in there. I know it's been a longer game. Hang in there, kids.
9 nights.
There we go. Don't forget, by the way, get tickets now to the all-you-can-eat section at Chase Field. The all-you-can-eat section is a family-friendly area on the suite level at the ballpark for just $30. You get an inside diamond level ticket plus all of your favorite ballpark fare. Feed the whole family with unlimited hot dogs, popcorn, Pepsi, and chips. 602-514-8400 or visit dbacks.com. All you can eat. Moylan goes to work, side-wheeling right-hander. Come on, hang in there, kids. There we go. Oh, look at that smile. She's got a Baxter button. She must have had a fly in the ice cube trick.
Nice pitch there from Moylan.
Oh, 0-2 the count. A horizontal slider, and that one almost broke up. Very few pitches you see break up.
Number 29,
underneath, there it goes.
Peter Moreland, you can see the struggles he has had on occasion.
Remember Byung-Young Kim?
I do.
He had a slider like that a lot of times. The upshoot.
Josh Weitzel fouls that one off. 0-1 the count.
Been a tough year for Josh. 111.
Taking a look ahead at this week for the Diamondbacks, a big chance to see, well, where they square up with the Dodgers at this point. One of the best teams in the National League. See if they can send a little shot over the bow. Billy Buckner, Dan Herron, John Garland at Dodger Stadium. Kuroda, Wolf, and Billingsley. Look at those ERAs for the Dodgers pitchers. The 0-2. Little topper, funky turn as it hit the path to the mound, but Moreland stayed with it. And the play is made for the out. So last chance to victory here for Ryan Roberts. Again in this ball game. Chris Medlin went 6 innings, gave up 1 earned run. He struck out 9. Coming in, he had started twice. He had gone 8 1/3, given up 9 earned runs and struck out 6. Hey, they got their rally caps on now.
I love that.
Line drive, right center field, Roberts. Good to see. That's a 6-game hitting streak, by the way. He had 2 at-bats in this game. That is a 6-game hitting streak.
That's what I love about Ryan Roberts. He's not going to give away an at-bat in a 6-run game. Down 2, side-wheeling right-hander. He just hangs right in there and rips it into right center.
You love that, Mark Grace?
Love it.
Can't say that I blame you. There's a lot to like about the way he goes about his business. With his new walk-up song, Miguel Montero takes away.
Probably going to hit a gapper.
Well, you bet he will. And if he doesn't, I will deal with the guilt. The 1-0. Topper. A barehanded play and a fabulous play to end the ball game. I mean, fabulous by Escobar. Catcher running helped him out a little bit, but the Braves split this series with the Diamondbacks, and this is how it ended.
That's a heck of a play. And that's the end of this homestand, Darren Sutton. Off we go.
Off we go, Mark Grace, to LA and San Diego, and another opportunity. This club was 6-3 on the last road trip, and a challenging road trip. To climb back closer to 500, they need to do equally good.